Dozens of people are searching for a missing hiker in the gorge.
21-year-old Riley Zickel set out on an overnight hike by himself.
Hobo County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing hiker on the Olympic Peninsula.
John and Trevor Higgins, the father and son, were last seen Friday. They disappeared while hunting near Bear Camp Road above Agnes.
21-year-old Riley Zickel, the senior at Lewis and Clark College, disappeared.
An emotional plea from friends of a woman who is missing right now in the Skamania County wilderness. She's 19 years old, Maureen Kelly.
Searchers are looking for a 76-year-old farmer who did not come back from mushroom hunting near Grangeville.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Pacific Northwest Missing Persons Project. As always, I'm going to start off this episode by discussing a few of the things that we have coming up and going on in the field right now. As most of you know, we are quickly approaching our 4-year anniversary of our founding. Can't believe it's already been 4 years of us following up on leads about reported Sasquatch activity, and we are actually just beyond the 3-year anniversary of the founding of Pacific Northwest Missing Persons Project. Now, with our upcoming 4-year anniversary, we have planned another trip into Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, where our founding incident occurred. Now, on this trip, we are going to be placing trail cameras along corridors that we believe these Sasquatch-type creatures are using to get back and forth from the higher alpine areas and down into the lower subalpine. The plan is to leave these trail cameras up from June of 2024 until June or July of 2025. We are very excited to see what we possibly capture on these cameras over that full 1-year mark. Now, we will do our best to keep these cameras running. We are planning to get solar charging cameras up there before the end of October. We'll see what we can get done before the first snowfalls of the season. And yes, it is not even summer yet, and I have already started discussing the first snowfall of the year. What the heck is wrong with me? All right, no more talk about snow. We'll focus about summer. And I would like to start off today's podcast with a strange mystery that is unfolding out of the Josephine County, Oregon area. The Josephine County Sheriff's Office has reported that they believe there might be a missing person out of the Rogue River area. A concerned citizen located a backpack and a dog leash about 1 mile from the Graves Creek boat ramp. If you're familiar with this area, it's along the Rogue River. Law enforcement has inspected the backpack, and they stated that it contained items necessary for a multiple-day camping trip, but that none of the items in the backpack had yet been used. Upon finding the backpack, authorities have utilized drones and foot searches of the area, but were unable to locate any sign of a lost person or a lost canine. Currently, there are no missing person reports that match the situation out of the Josephine County area. If you were in the area of Graves Creek boat ramp around the date of Wednesday, May 15th, 2024, and either saw somebody with a canine walking around the area or something that just seemed out of place, the Josephine County Sheriff's Office would like to hear from you. What a strange one. No known missing person, but an oddity of itself of a backpack with supplies left abandoned. That's a strange one. Hello everybody, if you haven't already done so, I highly recommend that you check out our YouTube channel where we bring you the latest footage of our expeditions into the wilderness, either while investigating reported Sasquatch activity or of just our time spent looking for missing persons. If you prefer to get these kind of updates in writing, you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Both of those are updated at least twice a week with behind-the-scenes footage and up-to-date information about what we are planning in the field. Just search for Pacific Northwest Bigfoot Search or PNW Bigfoot Search on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We look forward to seeing you there. Michael Bryson, a 27-year-old male, standing about 6 feet tall, weighing 180 pounds, with short brown hair and hazel eyes, was attending a large party with a rave-like atmosphere on Wednesday, August 5th of 2020 near the Hobo Camp Campground along Bryce Creek Road in the Umpqua National Forest of Lane County, Oregon. According to friends and acquaintances at the party, Michael left a party bus of some kind at about 4:30 a.m. wearing only a white t-shirt, tan shorts, and white Crocs with multicolored splotches, maybe some kind of rainbow on them. Due to the atmosphere at this party, there was multiple people on multiple types of narcotics and drugs, and for some reason, Michael Bryson's family were not notified of their son's disappearance until about 5 p.m. that day. Luckily, search and rescue deployed almost immediately and spent days searching for Michael. Hundreds of volunteers on foot, horseback, operating drones searched the heavily forested area, but no sign of Michael was located. Some friends and family members remained in the area that Michael was last seen for 19 days, doing everything they could to locate their missing loved one. According to the Let's Find Michael Bryson Facebook page, in December of 2020, some of Michael's clothing was located in a swimming hole about a mile from where Michael was last seen on August 5th. Unfortunately, this is where most of the factual information ends for Michael's case. There's multiple other details that you can find on the Let's Find Michael Bryson Facebook page, but that information is not going to be shared on this podcast at this time. There's just too many cloudy details, too much speculation, too much finger pointing. And unless it's the facts, I am not going to take the time to report on them. I do not want to share anything other than the facts. That being said, I did reach out to the Bryson family earlier this year, offering our services of searching the area where Michael's clothing was discovered in December of 2020. But after a very brief back and forth with Michael's family, our communication has ceased. I am not one to force a conversation, so if the family wants assistance, I believe that they will reach out to us. There's just too many questions in Michael's case. And at this point, without any further details being shared with us, it makes it extremely challenging for our team to be able to provide any beneficial assistance to the family in searching for Michael. Michael's case remains an active and open law enforcement investigation, despite the 4 years that have gone by without any new details emerging in the case. Foul play has also not been ruled out in this case. So, with all of that being said, if you or someone you know attended the rave party from August 3rd, 2020 to August 5th, 2020 and know something, please contact the Lane County Sheriff's Office directly at 541-682-4150. And please reference the case ID 20-5286. Again, Michael's description is a 27-year-old male, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, with short brown hair and hazel eyes. Last seen wearing a white t-shirt, tan shorts, and white Crocs with rainbows or other multicolored splotches on them. Michael also has multiple tattoos on both legs, his ribs, and his arms. Somebody saw something that day. And it is very important that we find a way to bring answers and closure to this family. All right, that wraps up my podcast for this week. It's a little bit shorter than what we're used to, but I have a few things moving that I can't quite talk about yet on the podcast, but when I can, it'll be very exciting news. So until next week, please, if you find yourself recreating in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, remain vigilant. You never know when you may locate something that brings answer or closure to a grieving family.